Greetings, all of my fellow brothers and sisters. Today, I want to ask you a question. What does it take for a nation to realize the brokenness that we feel on the inside? It's not that Christ left us alone. Christ, in fact, gave us a comforter. He gave us a way of making peace. But why is it that we don't make peace? We don't make peace with one another. We don't make peace in our homes. We don't make peace in our community. Instead, we go around with this weight on our shoulders and in our hearts, and it causes us to collapse in an emotional roller coaster. But the uproar that I feel on my insides are that we have spent so much time in brokenness that we fail to see how much God is wanting to do for us. I challenge each of you to look through Ephesians 6, where it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness, rulers of darkness." The things that we wrestle against are not the people. It's the intention that's underlying the people's actions. It's not the government per se, but it's the motivation behind what the government is doing. We get so upset at the police officers, but we don't look at ourselves. We get so upset at the political leaders who allow things to happen, but we don't look at our own actions as if, what about the things that we're doing that's wrong? Can we commit to changing our lives in order to change our community? What we really need are true leaders in the community who are exemplifying who Christ is in love, compassion, and peace. Don't forget that Christ gave us the power and the ability to turn over every weight to God, and God will justify the righteous. God will defend you. But the problem is, you think that it's weak. You think that it's not the right thing to do, but the right thing to do is to turn everything over to God. You turn it over to God, and God will render the justice that's needed for the people. But we're not praying. We're not a praying nation anymore. We don't look to God for our salvation. We don't look to God for Him to come to us and give us that justification that we need. What we need are spiritual leaders who are willing to put off the hurt and the anger and the hostility by allowing God to take action in our community. Am I saying that we should just bow down and pray about everything? Not exactly. Coincidentally, we also have been charged with the duty to not just pray about the situation, but take action towards making things happen. Such as, if you look back in the past, some of the great spiritual leaders, Dr. Martin Luther King, they took nonviolent approaches and they did the marches and they did all of this. Am I saying let's go out and just walk across the bridge? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you should be in the community teaching these young men, teaching these young women how to carry themselves like adults should carry themselves, teaching them how to orchestrate themselves in a manner that pleases God, teaching them how to walk upright before the face of God, rather than telling them the popos ain't worth nothing, or all you can do is just live because the government's got the big daddy thing going on. That's not true. Listen, we can overcome any obstacle with unity and with proper teaching, but the problem is we don't want to disciple nobody. You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that, but I'm looking forward to comments. I'm looking forward to anything that you got to say about it or add to it. And I will gladly stand on what I've said. Be blessed.